Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to the Pipe Report. Sorry, my nose is kind of plugged right now, in case you can't tell, but I forgot to mention something in my last video. Last video was Washington Post finally admits that Trump did not collude with Russia. And in it, I discussed James Comey and his hearing, and what I gathered from the hearing. And it did not go the Democrats' way. The two main issues I saw in the hearing was one, Loretta Lynch basically was trying to persuade Comey to call the investigation into Hillary Clinton nothing but a matter, which was synonymous with what Hillary and her colleagues and associates were calling it themselves. The other one I found interesting in there was Comey admitted that he was one of the leakers to the press, and his intention of leaking was to garner a special prosecutor to look into the alleged Trump-Russia connection. But I forgot a third one here, which I'm going to talk about now. Comey also admitted that New York Times has disseminated fake news, and not just any type of fake news, but fake news on a rather large scale, something that is really intrinsically connected to the Trump-Russia investigation here. So we'll go over this quickly. Sadly, Comey stock or Comey mask doesn't seem to be working out for the media quite as expected. You would think that the left would have learned its lessons from recent Comey history, or what would happen when its fake news anonymously sourced stories came up against specific questions to a real named former FBI director. The story, which was anonymously sourced, alleged that members of Trump's campaign team communicated with Russian agents at around the same time that hackers published personal emails stolen from Democratic National Committee staffers and Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, John Podesta. First off, DNC was Seth Rich. Podesta, I don't know. However, Comey flatly disputed all of that. That report by the New York Times was not true. Is that a fair statement? Senator Jim Risch of Idaho asked. In the main, it was not true, Comey replied. The challenge, and I'm not picking on reporters, about writing unclassified information is the people talking about it often don't really know what's going on. And those of us who actually know what's going on are not talking about it. The story, which was anonymously sourced, alleged that members of Trump's campaign team communicated with Russian agents at around the same time that hackers published personal emails. It's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. They did it twice, I don't know why. But yeah, that's the gist of it here. Even Chris Matthews said that this was not bad for Trump at all. So this actually helps Trump. This helps Trump because this points out that the New York Times has in the past disseminated fake news. This points out that Comey was a leaker to the press to get a special investigator going. And this points out that Loretta Lynch also worked in some type of collusion with the Clintons to try to help her campaign. It also points out that James Comey admitted Donald Trump was not under investigation or is not under investigation. So some key aspects here that was brought out during the James Comey session. And I'm done.